friend. Hello,
Thank you.
hello, everyone. It's wonderful to welcome you to this Friday training. I know more people will be popping in, but Fridays are very special trainings anyway, because these are for social marketers. This is where we can kind of just let it all hang out and talk about the things that will help us to become better leaders and to make a bigger difference in the world. So we have a variety of topics. We sometimes deep dive on products. We sometimes do these on mindset and on skill set training so that we can do a better job with being who we are at Modere. And tonight, we have an extraordinary guest with us that I'm so excited about. Let me tee this up just a little bit before I introduce our guest. My friends, we launched in India almost 3 years ago now. I think the official launch was July of 2022, when we were able to bring fully launched, we became B2C. We're able to have our customer programs, which are the differentiator for Modere. More than anything else, that's what differentiates us. And so I think Modere really began July of 2022. All this time, many of the teams, and especially the fat team, are focused on weight loss. And we have either been bootlegging the product Burn or just dearly waiting for the arrival of the product Burn to round out the lean body system in Modere. So this is a very exciting time because Burn has landed in our warehouse. It is on the ground in India, and it will be soft launched and presented at the Leaders Retreat in Goa, and then launched and fully available June 1st. Now, this gives us a very incredible and timely window, because you now have an opportunity to pre-launch this product. And you only get the chance to do that once. Once the product's here, it's here. But the anticipation quite often can be as exciting as the actual launch. And we've really learned how to do this well within our teams in the US. And I know you guys do really well with that in Australia. So that you literally can end up with a list of customers who are ready to buy the minute the product becomes available. Now, to our guest tonight, Amee Gleave is, in my mind, the most brilliant and spectacular marketing brain I have ever met. And part of that is just because she has an intuition of what lands. And she knows how to word it in a way that doesn't sound salesy and that reaches people. But the bigger part of why she's so good at this is because her heart is as big as the great outdoors. This woman is the heart of Modere. And so because she feels so deeply with people, she knows how to bring a message that lands with people. And so Amee Gleave is an Elite 3 Platinum 2 and one of my dearest friends. This woman owns my heart. Seriously, her name is Amee Gleave, and she has the nickname Amee Sparkle Gleave because this woman is a light. She's a lighthouse, and everyone around her just gets a little bit of that fairy dust sparkle rubbing off on them. And so with that, I'm going to turn the time now over to Amee Gleave. And my girl, just take it away, my friend. Thank you so much for being with us.
Margie, the honor is all mine. What a blessing it is to be with you guys tonight. Oh my gosh. I don't need to share with you the magic that happens when Margie Aliprandi comes into your life. And I know that you guys have other people that are so close to my heart on here. Stephanie, Lori, I see some of the faces that I love. So really quickly about me, my goodness, Margie Margie knows this well. My life hasn't always been a cakewalk. My husband and I lived in a small trailer home for several years. This industry has really transformed our life. And in a nutshell, it's just allowed us to be more of who we are. And thank you for the blessing of saying that it's light. I will say that I will tell you to the end of time, until the end of this Zoom, that what the gift that we truly have here, I mean, come on, we're getting burned. You guys are getting burned. That's unbelievable. But the gift that we have is that we get to give light. There isn't anybody in this world that I don't want to share Margie with, that I don't want to share you guys with, and in India with. The number one product that we will always have is this business and this team. I don't care what type of business someone is in or wanting to be in, whether they are a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, opening up their own franchise, writing a book, launching an album. The value that you get from this connection and circle of people, and the value that you get from the free training and tools that this company has is absolutely priceless, my friends. So I will always share that with you. That's the one thing that I'm excited about every single day, is that the best product that we have is this business. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the excitement of burn. And I love marketing. I love things that my girlfriends are talking about. Now, guys, in our business, we all have pillars, right? We all have, Margie's would be slightly different than mine. Sumir's would be slightly different than Margie's. We're all going to have, my pillars are tired, worn out moms, moms of older teenagers, sports moms. I love all things business. Like, my pillars are maybe a little different than everybody else's, but one of the things that fits into my pillars is the solution that we have to give everybody, you guys. I want to just encourage everybody to not sell all the facts and figures of a product, but sell what it does in a natural voice that you would use. I'm not going to sit at a restaurant with my friends and maybe talk about words like microbiome or thermogenic or words that I don't understand, but I'm going to say, girlfriend, is it the last month of school or what? How can I get through this month? Right? Or we're all dragging, or we all feel overwhelmed, or I sure need my energy. Right? So flipping the script on that, it's so easy to be like, oh my gosh, talking to people and I'm taking my mom energy, or my mom's surviving April pills, right? Or my friends will say, what is that? I'm like, girlfriend, that's my skinny tabs. How have you been? And they're like, what? And I'm like, my skinny tablets, my skinny pills. How are you? Like, using those natural things to promote a product like this, is something that I'm excited about. And I'm going to send over Margie a list later that she can share of just these little one-liners that I like to use. But if I had anything to share, if I was a month ahead of this product line, the very first thing I would do is gather business partners. I would say, girlfriend, I don't know if you know what I've been working on or what my team has been working on, but what we have is something extraordinary. I have no idea if this is going to be for you or not, but I know how savvy you are, and you need to see what we're doing and what we're launching. We're adding this product to our product line, to our lean body system, and you really need to see this. Margie, before I go any further, would you just talk a little bit about burn, and then I will kind of finish some stuff on that end?
Yes, and I will talk from a more sciencey place, because I want you to understand that. But when it comes right down to it, I would also use the language Amee is teaching you. Like, this product will help you have energy that lasts. Like, you won't be a couch potato at night. This will give you energy. You won't feel these cravings to eat throughout the day. It's going to make it so much easier for you to stick to a healthy regimen. Like, I would talk totally benefits, but let me tell you how extraordinary this product is. This product has, it is a thermogenic. And what does that mean? A thermogenic means that it is a fat burner. Now, a lot of thermogenics on the market have been known to make people feel really jittery, and people are cautious about thermogenics. And there have been some very irresponsibly formulated thermogenics by other companies that literally can burn out your adrenals. So people are rightfully a little cautious when they hear about a thermogenic. So this thermogenic is so responsibly formulated. And they're going to, the thing I love about this product is, particularly when someone's trying to lose weight and they're disappointed with the yo-yo dieting that they've experienced, and they've been ripped off by fad diets and all that, they would love to feel an immediate result. And we all know that trim is not an immediate result product. It's a sculpting product, not a weight loss product. Guys, we finally have something in our hands that they're going to feel on the very first day. And we'll train more about this later, because we need to ramp up slowly. They're literally modulating their metabolism. So we have to do that kind of slowly. But what this product has is 2 layers of thermogenesis. Right away, they're going to feel from the natural coffee bean, they're going to feel kind of a slight lift, a sense of well-being. They'll have more energy. They won't be as hungry. They'll feel more satiated when they eat a little bit. Like, these are all incredible feelings. They'll have energy left over at the end of the day. They'll be able to get down on the floor and play with their grandkids. So, I mean, it's just like, they'll be able to be with their kids. They'll be able to show up and have energy from morning till night. Like, this is really valuable from that standpoint. Burning fat as fuel is a very efficient way for you to get your energy. So that's what the thermogenesis does. The second tier of thermogenesis is going to kick in at about the 4 or 5 week mark. This is fucoxanthin. It is, actually it's seaweed. and so it has a history of millennia. It's not some weird chemical, right? It's going to create a second layer of thermogenesis where the white fat, that stubborn fat that sometimes you can diet your entire life and do everything right, but you can't get that stubborn fat. It targets that white fat, turns it to brown fat so that it can be burned as fuel. The other thing it does is balances your blood sugar. We talk so much about how important it is not to get that blood sugar spike. When insulin comes in, it stores. Everything that can't be used as fuel gets stored as fat. We want to balance our blood sugar whenever in life, and especially when we're in a weight loss regimen. So it balances blood sugar with chromium picolinate and with berberine. I'm excited to see the ingredient deck that we actually have in India. It's slightly different, but then it also offsets, my friends, it's a partner to trim because it offsets inflammation in the body. So it's so broad spectrum beneficial. And then also, if you have a very special ingredient that we have in ours called cordyceps, it is going to give you kind of a sustained energy and even helps with respiratory. So as people are trying to get out, maybe walk where they haven't in a while, or engage in physical activity, this is going to give them that sort of sustained energy. So that's it in a nutshell, you guys. This product changes everything for our approach to weight loss and a lean body in India. It changes everything.
Oh, Margie, will you do me a favor? Oh my gosh, can we put you in a bottle? I don't think there has, until the end of time, will ever be anybody that has the ability to explain a product of so much value, of any of our product line, that has so much wisdom and knowledge, but also makes it so relatable. Like, there's just, you've always been that. And there is a person that I would not put in front of you. This is what I will continue to share. And Margie, I will say this, if you want to pull anything out of me, please jump in, but I'm going to just share. You guys be really, really intentional with what you have in front of you. I want you to, number one, I want you to make sure that your sign is flipped to open. When you have a brand like we have growing at the speed that it's growing, when you have a product a new product that is encompassing now the lean body system. You guys, I don't care what it is. Everyone wants to lose weight. Margie was talking and there were some words that were exciting, but I heard words like clarity, focus. I heard these are my I can breathe pills. These are my mommy morning lifters, right? Hold on a second while I grab a couple of my Energizer bunnies, you guys, real quick. Like I've got it, right? We need, when my girlfriend said these things make my pants fall off, right? Those are the things that I am looking for. I'm like, hello, honey, give me some more. Non-jittery fat burner, you had me at hello, right? You had me at fat burner, honey. So those are the things that I will tell you guys. If they're not buying something like this from you, they're buying it somewhere else. And all you've got to do is say fat burner and I'm in, right? So make sure that your sign is flipped to open. I want to just tell you guys the one thing that sets any of us apart in seasons is the one thing that everybody in this world is right now is they're distracted. They're on their phone. They are checking their phone. They're running their water bottle to their kids. They're taking someone who walks into their office. And there's something really special about a super key ingredient that will set you apart in your business, that will set any of us apart. And it's a couple of small segments a day. I'm talking 30 to 45 minutes of 100% focus. We have the ability, if focus will separate the $500,000, $5,000 earners from the $1 million earners. You guys, focus is something that we have the ability to have because everybody else is listening to their notifications and letting their dog out and going to, answer this phone call and opening up all their emails in the morning instead of saying, I'm doing 45 minutes of intentional, whatever it is, whether you want to be bronze or you want to do a run for elite, this product and added focus, it's all you need. You have everything that you need here. But I just want to encourage you guys to make sure your sign is open. I have cells that come in all the time because I have shared that I provide this product and they may see something somewhere else and they're like, Amee does this. Make sure that you are in that space that people know you offer things. I help people get their sexy back. I help moms feel better again. I help marriages. I help people make money. Like, make sure when people think of that, they think of you. So Margie, I also wanted to share just a couple of quick things about creating curiosity.
Yes, please, please, please. Both online and off, right? Because
Yes.
we have some people that are really loving social media and other people that don't do much at all with it. So how to start teasing this out?
Yes. So one of the things is just in the last 24 hours, I'm like, girl, life's crazy. Sorry, I haven't got back to you, but I have a Zoom with India because we are launching the most incredible product that helps people blank, right? But I'm going to get back to you. I'm always dripping what I'm doing, right? I didn't explain too much, but they're like, what do you mean? Or what do you do? Whether they're like, you're talking to a team of people in India, they think that's big business. That's if you're talking about a product that helps people, they're like, what Amee always has products that help people look better and feel better. I would just say it's really important to be super, super intentional. And I put the takeaway in the curiosity category. I love the takeaway. When I run into my girlfriends at a ball game of my kids, or I'm online, I love to say, I love to do the takeaway, like really quick. I love to say things like, gosh, I can't find out. I'm not sure where my list went. I love to share things like, girlfriend, my day's been crazy. I've been helping all my girlfriends get their sexy back, but how have you been? And they're like, what do you mean, girlfriends get your sex back? I'm like, you know what I do, girl. Well, if you don't, we need to get together. But how have you been? Oh my gosh, I can't believe your girl's a senior. Like really like engaging and doing that takeaway has been very, very successful for me. I'll bring up my screen in just a second and I'll just show you some of the things that have created engagement online and curiosity. But I want to remind you guys, Facebook, Instagram, all of these things, these are an incredible platform that we get to share on, but how we interact daily is the most important thing for my business. People came into my business not because of Facebook, not because of Instagram. We all know this. There are two types of business. There's action and there's attraction, right? Attraction marketing is Facebook, Instagram, putting it out there, fishing with dynamite, right? Hoping that people will buy, posting and praying. We know the power of taking the second step, the follow-up, all the things that really puts it into our business. But action marketing is telling people about your launch, telling people that you have your hands on something special. I want everybody to make sure that you're creating a list. I know that the brilliant brains on here, especially seeing, you know, Margie, Stephanie, Lori, that you guys have access to a tracker. If not, I'll make sure you have the one that I use that Modere has, but using a tracker and really getting a list of who you want in your business. Have you guys ever heard the shift? This was really big for me. And I actually just learned this just a few months ago, but have you ever heard about shifting your business from it's who, not how do I do this, but who do I need to accomplish this? Who are the who's in your life? Number one, start with your list. I want you to make a list of who needs to see this product, who is good at beauty, who needs to lose weight, who needs more money, who needs to be in a community like this that helps people grow and turn their light on again. Who do I know that knows product? Who do I know that needs to know more about product? Who do I know that needs more energy in the day? You guys, when you look at the who instead of the how keeps you stuck and sometimes broke. Anybody here feeling overwhelmed, like I do it all myself? If it is to be, it's up to me, all those things. Guys, when you start surrounding yourself with the who's, you have a lot of who's on this call. Who do I need to get to platinum? Who do I need to accomplish my business goals? You guys, your who could be somebody attracting a Margie Aliprandi into your life, but it could also be getting your husband on board, right? Your who could also be getting somebody to clean your house for a few dollars less than what you make in Modere, the trade-off, right? If I pay someone $20, but I'm making $50, $100, $500, $1,000 an hour with my Modere business, don't you think the $20 an hour for somebody to clean my kitchen and my bathrooms is worth it? Who do you need on your team to get in a place of focus with this product line over? You guys, you have so much excitement in front of you to create this curiosity and build this list building. One of the things that I would do is I would say, this is really exciting. I'm just getting a little bit of information, but I want to know if I can circle back with you when I have more of the information on it. People are they'll be like, don't forget to circle back with me. And then you guys put that follow-up in place, do that. I'm just circling back. Margie, one of the words that you taught me that I love is girlfriend. I'm just planting the seeds right now, but we have something so big coming down the pipeline. And I know you're going to want to get it in your hands, but you're also going to want to know how to make some money off of it. I help people get their own affiliate link and refer so that they can make money offline. I know you've probably bought something online, right? Well, that's what I do, right? So making sure that you're doing things like that. Another one of my favorites that we have been using quite a bit lately is the assumptive close. Always assuming, you guys, that everybody is going to do this with you. I know you're going to want to experience burn with me, you guys. It is coming. I am so excited. I am committed to getting a new body. You're in, right? Like, I don't say, do you want to do this with me? But words like you're in, right? Things like that have really changed my business, including if somebody says, well, is that too, burn is definitely not expensive. But if they say, I don't have the time, or I don't have the money, or is that expensive? I'm like, wait, what? Or you think? Like things like that. They're like, well, no, I didn't mean it was expensive. I just mean I probably need to move my finances around to make it a priority. So those little words like you're in right, or I say you think, those are things that have really, really made a difference. And then Margie, I wanted to share a perspective also on the lens that we look through.
Yes,
I really want to encourage you guys to understand that we live in a world where people are searching, they are looking, they are easily distracted. I want to encourage you guys know the power of follow-up. If you were someone who talked to me about something this week, last week, or the week before, I would be very interested, but I would never get back to you. If you follow up with me, that means you care about me. That doesn't mean you're pushy or persistent. I have people that say, well, I sent him this and I did what you said and I followed this exactly what I was supposed to do, and then nothing. And I'm like, girlfriend, I've got 700 inboxes of nothing. Like, we're busy. Let me get done with senior night and this, all the things that people have in their life. So if you really care about them, persistence just means that you care about that person. So make sure that you are doing the proper things with follow-up. I just wanted to go over this really quick while I have follow-up here. You guys know that 48% of people in any type of sales profession never ever follow up. 2% of sales are made after the first contact. You guys, that's very, very rare. 3 after the second, 5 after the third, 10 after the fourth, and 80% are made on the 5th to 12th contact. Think about it. When we see a commercial for a pair of brand new running shoes, we don't just jump off the couch and run to the store and buy the running shoes, right? We start seeing them more here, there. Then we see them. You're like, I've seen those everywhere. I need to get some. Make sure that you are showing up. I also love to follow up in the invite. Margie, this is something with a new product that's so easy. When I say girlfriend, I don't know everything right now, but if you're okay, I want to circle back with you in about a week and tell you a little bit more. Or I can't wait to send you over this video. I'll give you about half a day to watch it, and then I'll follow up with you. Okay. Or what's better, tomorrow morning at 11 or tomorrow afternoon when the kids get out of school? Always setting that follow up in the invite.
yes.
And and then you guys know, the power of even following up immediately. We have something really urgent on our hands. Send somebody over the information on burn in the morning, follow up in the afternoon, send it over mid-afternoon, follow up in the evening. I'm just reaching back out because I know you're as crazy as I am, and this is so exciting. And guys, I tend to lean more towards the business, and I apologize, Margie, but like when I think about you guys getting burned, I'm like, get every business partner you can on board and then go get all the customers, because they're going to love it. They're going to stay on it. And I'm just so excited that you guys have this. But also in follow-up, make sure that you are reaching back out, engaging, showing up where they show up. If that's on Facebook, show up and like pictures of their kids, comment on things about their dog, and they will be reminded. I forgot Margie had reached out to me about this new business opportunity or this new product for weight loss that's going to, she said it was going to be here in 3 weeks. And now I bet it's about a week. But make sure you do things like keep them posted. You said you wanted me to keep you posted. I love the words like that. I love words like I'm just planting the seeds.
And also good words are as promised, right? Because
Yes.
It's like then you had an agreement. As promised, I'm circling back. I'm circling back as promised.
And then it's on that. Like, guys, I'm telling you, I used to be so afraid of follow-up, and follow-up is something that is so about them, not you. Like, it has nothing to do with you. So Margie, I wanted to just tell a really quick story about the lens.
Please.
I was having a crazy rough day. We went to a breakfast spot. It's actually one you have visited when you've been in Southern Utah. And we went in, and the waitresses were very busy, and they were just a little bit off. They just, they just didn't seem like they wanted to seat us. They were ornery. And I just we got seated and I said to my family, let's go. Like, they don't even make us feel like they want us here. And my kids were like, don't, Mom, that would be embarrassing. We're not leaving. Right. And we were just, everything was just, they were just ornery. They were busy. And I was just really, really negative about the way they were kind of acting. And I'm like, if that girl's our waitress, she was just super, having a bad day, I guess. And she walks over to our table and she's like, are you Amee Gleave? And I'm like, I am. And she's like, I just want to thank you so much for showing up. I want to thank you for you've had things online that you've posted that have literally like saved my life. They've saved my day. And my kids are just like, when the lady leaves, they're like, see, Mom, and you wanted to leave. And I want to tell you, like a smart business person says, how do I stay relevant in this time, right? In business, how do I stay relevant? Am I behind because I'm not online enough, or I think that social media is hard? Guys, so did I. It's super simple. But I will tell you, adding value to others will always be relevant. Add value like crazy right now. Dump gas on everybody you know. Love them. Show up in their feeds. Show up at the things that matter to them. Shine the light on them. Guys, everybody's favorite subject is themselves. Everybody's favorite topic is their children, their family, their spouse. Make sure you're shining the light on them. And I promise you, it's you that they buy, not the product. And then I want to share one other story about a lens. Many of you guys know I'm a sports mom. I am the most unathletic woman on the planet. But I have two girls that I have raised, and they've spent quite a bit of time in sports. Our younger daughter is a insane athlete. She is playing at the next level in college after this year. She is just an insane athlete, but she used to dance, and which is also an insane sport, but she wanted to play sports because her older sister played sports. Her older sister, Kayla, was not so much an athlete. And Kayla told us her freshman year, she wanted to go out for the basketball team. And this girl's confidence is unreal. We're kind of like, does she know she doesn't really play basketball? We're kind of like, we need to have the rejection talk. But this girl, who is now 21 and has an insane Modere business, has had people in her life like Margie Aliprandi that have made her believe in herself in such a big way that she can accomplish anything. So this girl tries out for the basketball team, and she tells the coach, put me on the team. I'm a hard worker. I don't know much about the game, but I'll figure it out. So she makes the team. She has an unbelievable year, doesn't do well at all, but the whole team rallies and says, we're not leaving the court. We're going to get up so many points, and we're going to not, the season's not going to end until Kayla makes a basket. So this happens. Also, the senior team, because she's just on the freshman team at this point, the senior team gives her this big award at the end of the year, an MVP for being the biggest light on the team. And guys, the seniors don't normally care about the freshman team. So just some really incredible things happen. And fast forward to her senior year. I'm really miserable. I'm in the middle of basketball season. We're beating certain teams by 20, 30 points, and she's still sitting on the bench. They're playing the star athletes, and I'm just getting really upset. And I'm saying things like, they don't appreciate you. Why don't they put you in? You always show up. You do what everyone tells you, just like this business, right? I'm doing the deal. I'm posting what they said I should post. I'm following the system. I said, Kayla, I don't really like that you've been sitting the bench. You have given so much to this team. You're so valuable. Your coach is absolutely making me so mad. He's ridiculous. Like, I'm just like being angry at this point. And I said, you should quit. You should just quit the team. And if you guys know my Kayla, she's like, what in the world are you talking about, Mom? Why would I ever quit the team? How could Lexi even perform? How could I get Dee out of her head and into her heart so that she could be the best rebounder on the team? There is no way Samantha could even live a day without me. Mom, you're crazy. And I had to sit back and take a breath. And that day I kind of realized this is one of those things like business, where I had to look at it through a different lens. And I will tell you something right now. I started looking at her on the bench differently. I started watching her lift people up, encourage people, be the only person that could be a liaison between the coach and the player that may have a difficult relationship with the coach. My lens completely changed. But I want to tell you guys this, I almost made her quit. That team went on to take 2 back-to-back championships. That coach shared on a public interview that he had never in his life experienced a leader like Gleave. I watched her ride on top of a fire truck down our tiny little main street in our big little city town, singing to the top of her lungs, "We are the champions," with her teammates, crying, celebrating. Yes. And I watched her little sister standing on the side of the road looking up at her. And I remember thinking, man, if you ever feel like quitting or making someone quit, you might want to realize who's looking up to that person, right? Who they're making a difference in their life. And I realized that Kayla was a who. Kayla was a who for people on that team. And as we build this team, this country, what you guys have here, you have something really special in the who's that you have. The who's that are on this team, but I want you guys to start focusing on who is in your business. I want you to make a list of who needs this product, who needs you, who needs this tribe. I want you to really think about who will lose if you don't win. Those are some things that really helped me, you guys. How about thinking about who I can help today? Who can I serve today? Get out of your head and stop worrying about the right thing to say, the right thing to post. But I will tell you guys this. When I say go help somebody or serve somebody, I don't mean go help your friends paint their house and mow their lawn and do all the things to keep you from your greatness and building your business. Because we've all shoveled the walk or mowed the lawn or cleaned the house instead of working on our business. But I want you guys to realize, like, this company and this team and this product is so much bigger than anything in the world. It transforms lives. If you don't play full out, you could maybe not save someone's life, right? We have something really, really special here. So I wanted to share that. And then Margie, man, I know that I didn't dig into the meat the way that I'd like to. I do have some really good
Want to share
curiosity
screen?
posts. Yeah. I was just
Yeah.
I have a little bit more on my slideshow then. So let me see. You've got me where I can share screen.
Yep.
Okay. One can advance sharing. Okay. It's just seeing if I want to. I share screen all the time, but it's like letting me go to the settings. There we go. There we go. Okay.
It went down, honey. You know, if you've got something emailable, either Sean or Steph, I don't know if Steph might be in the
I'll send it to Steph. I wanted to just tell you, you have the very best on this call, but one that has really, I went and did some research. We launched Burn. I also know with Lean Body, we do really well with it. Is the fat comparison. And it has really helped, like the pound of muscle versus the pound of fat. It
Yep.
creates a ton of engagement. And I think we all know this, but it doesn't matter what you post, but you've got to be willing to get into that inbox and have those conversations. I like it shared this way. It's like your Facebook and life is like a donut shop, right? And we can go and in the morning we go to work, we flip the lights on, we turn on the oil, we get the ovens ready, we do all these things. And flip our sign to open. But until you get into somebody's inbox, you don't have that interaction with those customers. Make sure when you are doing that, I always tell people, we've all done the vomit in the inbox. I will go back to somebody 3 years later, and the last text I had sent them was 4 paragraphs long. And I'm like, no wonder they didn't get back to me. But I will tell you, I always say, if your answer to someone's question is more than twice the length of their question, it's way too long. It's okay to say, girl, you're going to love it. It's amazing. And then have her ask more questions. You don't have to be, give them every single amount of information. And that's what we think we want. Guys, we live in a busy world. And if somebody sends me a message that's more than 2 paragraphs, I don't have time for it right now. So I think that is super important. Margie,
Amy, Stephanie's in a position to share screen. If you want to email her what you're trying to bring up, we actually do have the image. We use it in our Monday calls of the pound of fat and the pound. So we've got that one. But if you had some posts or whatever, she can, you've got the ability to share screen, but if it's glitchy on your end,
I'm just trying, I don't know where it's on my PowerPoint, and for some reason it's not coming up. I apologize too. We're in a new home and I have, I'm using my desktop. Sorry. I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Margie, tell me this.
I can talk for a quick minute. If you
go ahead, will you?
let me make, if you want to email, do you have Stephanie's email address? I'm going to make her co-host again. Let's see. You know what? It's not letting me. Do I not have power? Maybe I'm nothing right now either. Let's see. Maybe I don't have any hosting capability. Who is, let's see. I'm co-host. I should be able to. Stephanie Moore.
Margie, my graphics they're super simple. I've got a couple of really good before and afters. I can share with you guys here. Like, tell me, if you had me one-on-one, I know, I am with the queens of all queens here, but tell me some things that I could share with you. Like, I can share a little bit of scripting with you. I always tell people that scripts are a guide to help,
Yes. Just a few good words and then make it your own, right?
So tell me more of just maybe ask me some questions that would be helpful.
Just for clarification purposes, we have a lot of people that, at least the people that I was initially attracting, and some of us have initially attracted in India, tend to be more networkers, team builders. And one of the things that we've realized, especially here, is that the money is in the pot in the beginning. And so we're really encouraging everybody, not to try to push somebody prematurely into becoming a social marketer who may do nothing. Start them with the product, because you're going to make more money. You're going to build your pod. Then you've got a success story, right? So we're really focusing on that, which is a mind shift for me also. But we're helping people grow their pod initially. And I know that's also the approach of Sam and Terry's team, is get that pod, get some money, get some evidence that it's working. And yes, find business partners along the way. So maybe some of this stuff we could talk about is how to create a pre-list, right? Like, people have existing customers they can go out to right now and go, girl, I know you've been wanting to lose weight. And there probably are some people that haven't even purchased, but we've got a really strong weight loss approach here. And so how to get some people lining up. I know here, the people that are good at promoting the brand, and I don't fall into that category, but the people that are good at it, they probably have a list of 100 names that are ready to buy June 1. And they get their orders, they get their credit cards, they get everything. Like, you want to, using your words, Amy, you're going to want to get your hands on this, and I want you to be one of the first. This thing launches, it lands on the first. Let me take all of your contact information. I'll get it loaded up into your card, or I'll get it. I mean, just that kind of thing, I think, could be also very helpful. Get ready for a list of pre-sales. And what else was I going to say? One other quick thing is that our lean body system is going to include fiber and trim and burn. That is our lean body system in India, which is awesome, because we already have the fiber and we already know how effective that is, and people already love it. So just a little bit, that's a little bit of insight. So take that wherever you might want to go from there.
So Margie, so when it comes to, I could talk all day long about this business or these products, but I want to share this. And you guys know this, systematically, I shoot from the hip with everything. And that's why I think it's so important to share, is that every duck doesn't have to be in a row for you to be successful, especially with this launch. People buy you. And Margie, you said it when I say things like, girl, you have got to do this with me, or you are not going to want to miss this. But when I started the call, there are two things. You've got to be intentional. You've got to have a tracker, which is your list, right? You can check off, already gave me their credit card information. Well, a lot of us build like VIP lists, things like that. The second thing is the focus, is just making sure that you're doing your 1 month follow-up, your 1 week follow-up, and then literally down to 2 hours. In 2 hours, it's here, girlfriend. Just circling back, you said you wanted it. Aren't you? I think that I just don't want to miss what you wanted me to hopefully share, and I apologize, but mine is as simple as a tracker and the intentional focus of what you have your hands on here, guys, making the decision that you're going to make a run for platinum, that you're going to make a run for platinum 1, 2, 3, breaking that down and knowing that what are the points on this many systems. I don't focus on the points, but the number I need. If I only need 20, that's this many a day, like being intentional about that. But guys, if you were opening a restaurant, and you needed 50 people at your grand opening, or to purchase on day 1, you would invite 100, right? We live in, if you know the numbers game, it's no different than a hair salon, a list of new clients. You're going to start with the clients, you're going to start with the clients that are already buying, they're already in love with the brand. So I think that's super important. And also giving like a fear of loss, like a fear of missing out. I want you to have it first. I think we're going to have plenty, but I want to make sure that you have, girl, I know you're going to want to be first to get this, because your story is going to be out of this world. So that type of languaging, and my list is simple, but you've got to have a tracker, and you've got to have the ability to have the column that says, and I don't know if you guys use one. Mine is the one that's downloaded from Modere. It's Deep in Legacy Team. I can send you over the one, but also have
the one you use. Yeah. I'd love to see it. We'll make it available to everyone. We'll send it around.
Some people handle their pods differently. I believe that hand holding in the beginning is what gives you long-term residual. Not everybody wants to do that. But I think it's really important to take the extra time with the customer. And that means, girl, give me your card. I'll put the order in for you. And long-term, that can be somebody who's been on a product line for I have people who have been on a product for 7, 8 years now. Because I spent a little extra time, instead of sending a link, I maybe even spent 30 minutes to an hour with them, but it's still paying me now while I'm sleeping, that type of money. So I think that that's super important. Just, I think, tell me what else, Margie. I want to make sure I leave it all on the table, because I feel like
Honey, it's so brilliant. I mean, you've covered so much. It's your language, the relatable language that doesn't make any conversation awkward ever, but enables you to talk about this with ease in any situation. And so the list is super important. Starting to think about, you know, over the last couple of years, some of you guys have been doing this for a couple of years now. You've talked to a lot of people. There are people you can circle back to now because it's a new day. Everything changes now. We have a really complete offering to achieve what we've been trying to achieve, frankly, without it or bootlegging it. So everything that you shared, your easy, approachable, non-polarizing language is what is so brilliant. You're setting the follow-up, your assumptive conversation stuff. I mean, it's just all brilliant. If you have some sample posts or something that you want to send, is there anything else you wanted to screen share?
No, I don't know why I'm not able to pull up my PowerPoint. It was only a few simple things. It was a couple
Amee,
befores and afters of Clan and a couple of,
yeah, what we're gonna say, Steph?
I just was saying that she did her job on motivating us and showing us how to talk to other people about it.
For
If you have
sure.
a document, if you have a document, send it to me. We can send it around to everyone. And if it's anything that we need to post, we'll post it. So
perfect.
that
So
you did
it's
a
my
great job.
PowerPoint stuff.
Great
Thank
job.
you so much. No, thank you. Lastly, I would just share this, you guys. I think that, follow-up is such a powerful thing. Make sure that you understand that it is about the other person. And I want to encourage everybody to, whether you're taking straight up action and inviting them to be one of the first to order, to join you before this product even hits the market. Guys, I don't know about you, but I can only service so many people. I need help getting this in more hands. I need help taking orders. That's the type of urgency. But I want to remind you guys to always ask layered questions. Many of you know, but when I started this business, I was hung up on a few things. And one of them was I wasn't sure if I loved the look of the bottles or the labels. And I don't mean clean labels on our shampoo. It didn't match one of the other products. And I laugh now because we have these gorgeous products. But guys, I never.
Packaging did suck. Let's just say.
Well, it was just, it didn't look the same. It was a paper label versus a digitized label on another product. And I just was hung up on small things. And I want to tell you guys when I said I don't love the labels on the shampoo, or I'm not sure I can take that, or I want you guys to get to the layer of the root cause. When I said I didn't like the shampoo labels, I meant I'm afraid I can't
I'll get rejected if
I said, I love what you're building here, but what if I'm not good at it? What if you think I'm better? And it had nothing to do with the labels. And so I would encourage you guys that also when talking about a product, when we have a product that, guys, this product is the easiest product you will ever promote in your life. Hello, fat burner. Like, here you go, girlfriend. Like, that's the extent of my script. Like, you're kidding me. You've got to have this. And people say to me, if they say, well, do you know if this, I'm like, girlfriend, you know, I don't know that kind of stuff. If you want to know it, I can connect you with someone who does. But let me tell you this, 2 weeks, 13 pounds. Okay, I want some. No, it's never the first objection. It's never the first thing that they tell you. So I want to tell you guys, when somebody says, I don't know, I'm busy right now, I can't afford it. Well, does it have this? Or I'd have to check with my doctor. That could really mean something else. If someone says, oh, you're good at business, Margie, but I could never do that. Or I don't know, my husband says this, or, you know, I have credibility with this group and I don't want, what that really means is I kind of think this is fabulous, but I do have a little bit of fear of failure. Get to the bottom of what they're really telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. Good stuff, darling. Good stuff. Did
I'm
I
just-
tell you? Did I tell you how good she is? Are you so glad that you guys were here today? Seriously, no one better to give us these little gems of language and also the strategy of setting the follow-up with the invitation. And this is one I think you're going to want to go back and listen to. If you didn't take really good notes, you're going to want to listen to it again. So we'll get the replay around right away. And you can see as she presents these conversations, they're pointed and they're focused and they're intentional and they're not going to turn anyone off. It's absolute brilliance. And so, honey, it's exactly what we were looking for today. And it absolutely is. It's a new day in India, you guys. This product does change everything and it is very, very exciting. And we have a window right now. Once it launches, it's here. But we have a window right now that we're not going to get again to create some intense curiosity and to get people so psyched. Anytime there's an event that is about to happen, it gives you another reason to have conversations. And so reach back out to anybody you've talked to ever and go, oh my gosh, something so exciting is coming down the pike. I know you're going to want to learn more. I love how you say, Amy, I don't have all the details right now, but I'm going to get them and I'm going to circle back to you because this is going to change everything for us, right? So that as a tease and then following up with a little bit more information. Oh my gosh. Okay. The more I learn, the more excited I get. Girl, we are on to something, right? So that language, brilliant. Honey, thank you for sharing your light with us today. And I'm going to let you get to your incredibly busy day. I can't even believe your day, what you've got going on today.
Yes, I have to run, but I want to tell you what a blessing you guys are and get visible. Now, my favorite is NATO, not attached to outcome. Do get busy just showing up, you guys. Start talking about the solution that you provide, not all of the benefits. Start talking about more energy, sleeping better, looking better, feeling better. And if you know burn is coming, start asking questions about weight loss. Start asking questions about if you could choose to if you want to lose weight, is it between 0 and 5? Is it between 5 and 10? Or is it 10 or more pounds? Those are the things, getting people engaged and getting visible. You all of a sudden start to become an expert or a go-to in that space. So get visible, get focused, and be intentional. So exciting. I'm going to be talking about burn here in Southern Utah like crazy for the next couple of months because you guys have me so excited about it. Thank you for having me.
It does. It changes everything. So that brings us to our conclusion tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here, especially dear Amy. Thank you so much for giving your time. And thank you to our Australian guests who show up in the twilight hours. Hi guys, it is amazing to see you. And Monse, I see you just logged in. I'll make sure that you get the replay. Guys, we have on Fridays when it's just us social marketers, we have a very special way that we close out our Zoom meeting. So I want to invite you to join us in this. What this closing is that we've made a commitment to each other as a team that if you'll show up and you'll stay consistent and you'll bring heart and you'll do, we're linking arms with you and we are all going to the top together. No one will be left behind. And so, my friends, we finish this by saying, I'll say it one time and then I invite you to join us. We'll repeat it 3 times, that together we rise. So here we go. Together we rise. Together we rise. Together we rise. Yeah, baby. Together we rise. I love you guys. Together we rise. See you on Monday. Love you all. Good night. Thank you. Amee Sparkle Gleave. Amazing. Love you all.